Hey fam, this is Hector Mirai, and you're listening to Faith and Fandom 180 on LTN Radio. So if you're not aware, a large portion of the western part of my region, which is North Carolina and connecting states, were pretty devastated by hurricane and floods that subsequently followed last week. And as someone who's lived in a town that's been completely flooded twice, I'm empathetic, and my heart goes out to them. I also have lots of PTSD just even watching the coverage, but I am empathetic to what they're going through, and my church is coordinating things and stuff like that to try and help. We're encouraging donations, all the things, sending mission trips, the whole deal. But a week after the hurricane, I was scheduled to be at a Comic-Con in Boone, North Carolina, which is also heavily affected by the flooding. Like, I've seen as much as 3 feet of water in their local Walmart. Lots of buildings are shut down. Schools are struggling, etc., etc. And so as I'm watching this coverage of everybody suffering, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be at a Comic-Con there next week. Now, in my mind, I know this thing's not happening, and I should go ahead and, put that out of my mind. And I'm like, surely nobody's going to bother these people. They're going to let them get through their week and figure out what's going on and announce things on their own pace. But I went to go look on the Comic-Con's page, and within a day of their entire region being flooding, people were demanding to know what the update on the Comic-Con was. They're like, we need to know if we're getting tickets or not. And I was just taken back by the obtuse selfishness of that, and where people were literally only seeing major scenarios through the lens of how it affected them. And it just reminded me of something that Paul teaches in Philippians 2 verses 3 and 4 says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of the others. We're all going through things, and if we're only concerned with how it affects us, we're really dropping the ball and failing at the empathy and compassion that God calls us to. If you'd like to learn more about Faith and Fandom, head on over to faithandfandom.org, where you can learn about our Comic-Con ministry, podcast, memes, apparel, and book series. You can even read new chapters before they make it to the next book. I'm Hector Mirai, and thank you for spending the last 180 seconds with me.